You're listening to the Abdominal Acupuncture Podcast with Pia Kollenberg.
Hi everybody, today I am talking about how to write a book and stuck with number 6. Yeah, my topic today shows my last struggles. I am less than perfect. One of my weaknesses and also a strength is I can be very efficient under pressure. Why is that a weakness? I have the talent to create the pressure myself. Already at school, I waited to the last minute before I prepared for an exam. It mostly worked. And now my newest project, and therefore my source of stress, is my book. Yes, I am finally writing a book about abdominal acupuncture. David, my partner, is pushing me for some times, and in my head I wrote it already. Unfortunately, it's only in my head. You would say, great project, well done. Yeah, here it comes. I'm invited to one of the biggest TCM congresses in Europe. Yep, I'm excited, and I will teach AA in a 2-day course in Rothenburg 2024. This is really a big thing for me. And to make it more exciting, I announced that my book will be ready. You get me now? Stress is rising. It gives me 6 months and I'm on chapter 6. Yes, the Congress is at the beginning of May 2024. No idea how many chapters will follow. The more I write, the more ideas of more content show up. So I juggle with my clinic, my private life. We just adopted a new puppy, actually, a young dog. He's 11 months old, who has to be trained and who takes a lot of time as well. It's fun, but it is work. I forgot how much time you have to spend with a young dog. And our elderly dog is grumpy because he doesn't like to have a new one in the house. So, and the middle one, yeah, we have 3 dogs now, has to be the referee between the old and the young one. My clinic, my book, and I'm trying not to get exhausted. Sounds familiar? You might not write a book, but you have a lot of balls in the air at the same time, juggling, as I said, or struggling. Okay, I created it myself. I can't blame anyone else, just myself. Stress level is rising, but there is also the pleasure to create something. I'm Swiss, and the cliché about Swiss says we are really well organized and structured. Sometimes that fits. How can I prevent a meltdown? Luckily, I have a partner who is a big help, but the work in the clinic and the writing are my chores. I live in the countryside, and finally I'm starting to follow my own advice. I'm brilliant in giving advice to others. Don't work too hard, plan regular breaks, use your mobile phone alarm to tell you when to stop and to have a break with a walk, a stretch, or a coffee, or anything that gets you distracted a little bit and that you can do something else. Again, I guess that sounds familiar to you. I need a daily structure next to my everyday chores to create a bubble where I can write. So, 2 weeks ago, I took a break, went for 3 days for a short retreat away from home. I booked myself into a little hotel and started writing without any interruption, or hardly any interruption. I recharged my batteries like that and lowered my panic that shows already whispering, "You will never finish in time." As I say, chapter 6. I create drawings, charts and pictures, plus the text that explains AA in detail. With teaching online, I thought I would never be more detailed and precise than during those 2 days. Oh dear, I was so wrong. Writing about AA is fascinating, and I was a bit naive in thinking I will just use my slides and turn them into a book. You probably could, but here comes my Germanic side. I want it to be clear and easily understandable and well structured. My slides are helpful, and I'm getting good feedback from the course attendants, but I want more for this baby. And I am not saying it should be perfect. Let's talk about my chapter 6. I'm trying to explain the measurements with a ruler. Already, it will be a challenge for readers to accept the use of it, and a challenge to make it easy and fun to read. The distance above the navel is a piece of cake. You measure from ren 16 to the center of the belly button. You divide it into 2. There you find ren 12. And then you divide it again and again. So, this is really easy peasy. But below the umbilicus, it gets tricky. The 5th as ratio will be measured in centimeters, and then starts the calculation. If the distance is 15 centimeters, that's easy. You divide 15 into 5, that gives you 3 centimeters. 3 centimeters is a sun. But when it is, for example, 13.7 centimeters, you need a calculator, and that's not really handy while you try to work on a patient's belly. I'm writing and drawing to explain in detail how to be quick and efficient and not to get stressed about those 5 tons and the use of the ruler. A real challenge to bring it on paper. At the moment, I'm confident and happy with what I have achieved so far. Ask me in 2 months again how I feel and which chapters are finished. I do hope I won't be stuck with number 6. Looking into the Bagua and the magic square, the number 6 stands for the metal element and the lung energy. And it's also the left leg on the turtle. The trigram, or Gua, is called Juan, and it is associated to heaven, and it is the most young. So, that means a lot of energy, and maybe some heavenly help to get me going. I keep you posted.
You've been listening to the Abdominal Acupuncture Podcast with Pia Collenberg.